Hey, what's up, guys? This is Elo Speaks back here with another video. In this video talk, we're going to be talking about um, Brittany Renner appearing on Club Shay Shay's podcast. And we already know that's making media rounds right now as regards to this. Brittany Renner was on Club Shay Shay's interviewing with Shannon Sharp, and they were talking about multiple things, PJ Washington, everything. And, right now, Brittany Renner is going on podcasts doing crazy wild stuff to get attention, attention mongering, clout chasing, do whatever she can to stay relevant. And right now, the recent new crap that she's doing right now is that she announced on that podcast with Shannon Sharp is that she has 35 bodies. She said she slept with 35 men, and then she kind of like gave off like some of them were celebrities, other were athletes, and a lot of them were one night stands. And people are talking about it, and I just wanted to give my 2 cents about it. So people are having mixed messages about that as regards to the 35 bodies. People are saying that that's not a lot of bodies, and other people are saying that's a lot of bodies for people. In my personal opinion, I feel like that is a lot of bodies for a female. For a female. Now, I know that sounds like bias from the gender opposite sex, but that's just my personal opinion. I feel like as a female, having 35 bodies, see with that many men, is a lot for a female. And she also detailed how she's had a she slept with 3 nights, 3 men in one night. So that just shows you how very promiscuous she was during her 20s, and now I think she's about, I think 29 or 30 right now. She has a child with PJ Washington, et cetera, et cetera. And, she's just going through life, doing whatever. And at this point, I just look at it as she clearly wants to date. She wants to get with someone. Most females do, unless you're, a lesbian and attracted to the opposite sex. I'm pretty sure she wants a female. She wants to get in a relationship with a man, but she wants to get in a relationship with a high status man, a well off man that that could take care of her and provide what a relationship that she wants. But it's just she's so out there in terms of how she puts her business out there. She wrote a book about all the dudes that she slept with. She's on multiple interviews, pillow talking, putting her business out there. So it makes it hard for any man of high status or caliber to take her seriously as a long-term option because of how much out there she is. Most people are trying to be discreet with their business, especially if they're high status. Whatever kinks or thing that they got going on, I'm pretty sure they want to keep it that way. And with her, it's not going to be that easy because she's clout chasing, attention mongering so hard, trying to stay relevant. She possibly might put your business out there, and certain athletes, high status, I'm talking about like real high status athletes, are not going to take her seriously as a long-term option because of all the foolishness that she's doing. Again, the same thing she did with Charles White, twerking on him, then getting kids an altercation with one of the security guards, throwing a water bottle at him, all the foolishness, and then, all the others, like stuff when she's in her car doing her daily vlogs talking about it's stepdaddy season, etc. All that stuff. She met up with Kevin Samuels, etc. And it's just, she's just a, she's a celebrity thotty. Like, let's keep it about. She's a celebrity thotty. She's clout chasing. She's trying to latch onto any celebrity or athlete that she could cling on to boost her profile and continue to boost her success. She's been in the game for a long time doing this type of crap. She was able to sucker PJ Washington into having a baby with him. I don't see her getting or trapping a high caliber star athlete basketball player, even though she did say that basketball players are done with the money, which is true to some degree when it comes to spending. But in terms of having a long-term relationship with her, I'm pretty sure most athletes are not going to take her seriously regardless of how feminine she appears to come out. But certain interviews when she's angry, agitated, or bothered, you could see the rage come out of her. She starts acting all quirky. She starts getting rage mode, beast mode, stuff like that. So yeah, once like now that feminine act is out the way, she show her true colors. Once that happened, because that's just who she is, and she's hiding that to give off a certain image that she's changed, she's better now. But you're not changed. You just in a different time in your life, and you're trying to show people that you changed. But it's not. It's similar to the Black China situation. She tried to change her life. Oh, she's with God now. She got the filler removed. She got the injection removed. All that, but she's still doing foolishness behind the scenes, and now she's strapped for cash right now. And on top of that, she's trying to get custody battle for Tiger's her kid, even though she sees the kid one day out of the week, and she wants Tiger to give her money for the custody, like which is just crazy. But again, this whole thing is just clout chasing as finance. It's gonna be talked about, but it's gonna blow over. We're gonna be on to the next thing because in the grand scheme of things, Brittany Renner is just a tiny little footnote in history. She's not gonna matter in the long run from now. She's just a celebrity thotty that's going around trying to latch onto anybody that she can, and it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things because she's not really that much important. Yeah, she's pretty. She got some things going on for her, but like she wants a relationship, but she's not gonna get that with a high status man in the caliber of Paul George or Kevin Durant or any other or Russell Westbrook, like anybody that's like single, that's a high tier top status star in their sport is not going to take her seriously. They'll smash. They'll do their little thing, get their rocks off with her, enjoy her for a little bit, but then they're keeping it moving on to the next. They're not gonna date her long term for a potential marriage. She's too out there. And now that she's talking about she got all these bodies, like again, some people say 35 bodies is not a lot, but I think that's a lot. For a female, if you have like more 10 bodies, that's a lot of dudes. Like 10 plus bodies is a lot. Like once you start getting into that double digit body count, that's a lot, in my personal opinion. Because that's a lot of soul ties that's like in you. But that's a conversation for a whole nother day. That's what I said that. Because that's, I don't want to get into that. But again, this is just something I wanted to talk about, give my thoughts on it because a lot of people are talking about it, so I just want to give my 2 cents. Sometimes it's good to talk about things that outside of sports but this one kind of dealt with sports and outside of the sports at the same time because Brittany Renner deals with athletes, celebrities, and stuff like that, and she was on Club Shay Shay with Shannon Sharp, who was a former NFL player, Hall of Famer, Super Bowl champion. So it was just interesting because of when she dropped that, it made like headways all throughout social media. People were talking about it. So those are my thoughts and opinions on the matter. Let me know what your thoughts in the comment section down below. Do you think 35 bodies is a lot? Do you think it's not? Let me know in the comment section. This is Elo Speaks. Peace. I'm out.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Elo Speaks back again with another video. In this video topic, I want to be talking about the whole Terrell Owens on Chad Ochocinco's podcast recently, where he made some comments recently that, kind of went viral a little bit, but I don't take it too much into it, but I just thought, hey, let me just talk about it. So, as you know, I'm pretty sure most of you seen the clip where Terrell Owens was talking about how back in high school, how when he was first dating and trying to interact with black women was making fun of him. They were saying he was too skinny, he's too dark, he wasn't attractive enough, etc. Going through all those type of, the normal experience that a lot of guys that could empathize with him and sympathize with him had went through in life. And he was saying how that kind of pushed him away from dating black women. Now, he also detailed that, there's a heavy stigma on certain athletes and celebrities that, the old saying, as soon as he get money, he leave you for a white girl, etc. And all that preconceived notions and narratives that is quite false, actually. But to continue on, he was just detailing that how, those type of situations help shape his view on how he sees dating to this day. And I'm pretty sure Terrell Owens have had multiple relationships. I don't know if all of them are black. I'm pretty sure some of them are black, but he does have some Caucasian women that he has dated. I'm not sure if he's married. He does have children, but still, he did have some issues where, back in high school, he had to deal with that. And to be honest, most guys around that age dealt with black women like that, unfortunately, to say that. But it is what it is. It's the truth. A lot of guys were dealt harsh rejections from women and to, not trying to make it racial, but from black women specifically. I think all men dealt with rejection to some degree, not just black men, but specifically talking about this situation with Terrell Owens. Yes, he dealt with, I'm pretty sure, harsh rejections from black women and how, if you're not seen as aesthetically attractive or you don't look a certain way or you don't have some type of status or something going on for yourself, if you're not an athlete, etc., then yeah, the rejections are going to be harsh from women if they don't find you attractive or see anything about you that they might be interested in wanting to get with you. So that's just something a lot of guys have dealt with. Some falter under it, and go to other races. Some push through it and just find a black girl or a girl just that's gonna want them for them. They just gotta keep shooting your shot. While others go overseas or they go to white women or they go to Hispanic women or another race of women. They just go about their business and live their life. And I can't get mad at that because by the end of the day, it's your life and you have to do what's best for you. If you dating another race of women is gonna make you happy, hey, feel free to do that. But my thing is, don't crap on black women or any women that you're racist while you're dating a whole other race of women because you were rejected by those type of women. Just date out, do what you want to do, and go about your business. And it's the same thing for women. If they got crapped on by black men or they got rejected by the black man that they wanted, and then they start dating a whole race of women, I mean a whole race of men, my mistake, then don't crap on black men, don't crap on any other race of men that didn't want you. Go date out and go about your business because by the end of the day, you doing what's make you happy. But again, there's a lot of truth to what Terrell Owens said. I know he received a lot of backlash for it because, in this day and age, we live in a PC culture, so you have to be politically correct. So if you tell the truth in the mainstream, then it's gonna cause a whole like controversy. People want to get you canceled and all that stupid nonsense as regards to that. But I just thought it was interesting because, you know, again, a lot of guys have went through those type of experiences. I've dealt with harsh rejections myself from black women, but that's just me. I like black women. I date black women, so that I'm gonna there's the chance of rejection getting from is gonna be high because that's what I'm dealing with. I don't really deal with other cultures of women when it comes to the white women. Yeah, they cool, they're nice, they're feminine, but I just don't vibe with them like that. So and that's okay because that's just me and my personal preference. But I could see how other men who've dealt with the same situation, how Terrell Owens was dealt with, seen as going to another race of women because they see him as more nicer, more meek, more docile, more friendly, more approachable. So it kind of gravitates to that makes them want to gravitate to that woman even more. So they see that as okay, let me talk to her. Oh, she's nice, she's friendly, blah. And I'm not saying every white woman or other race of women are like that. There's some catty, real aggressive white women like that as well too. But our black women are known for having that aggressive type and negative attitude and stereotypes about themselves that they like to portray. So it makes men, precocious and want to approach them because they have this demeanor like, don't approach me, don't say nothing to me, etc. So yeah, no, Terrell Owens, he's an interesting character. He has a lot of baggage issues outside of like the topic I'm talking about right now, from his father, where he was raised, etc. He's an interesting case, but well, that's probably another topic for another day. But with this particular topic with Terrell Owens, unfortunately, I have to agree with him on that. When it comes to how females do reject guys real harshly in terms of how they are back then and to the man that they will become later on is not right, but it is what it is. Females go through the same situation when dealing with guys, so it's a vicious cycle in this dating game. So it is what it is. Those are my thoughts and opinions on the matter. Let me know what you thought in the video. Do you agree with Terrell's Owens on the take of what he had to deal with as a high school, or do you disagree? Let me know in the comment section down below. This Elo Speaks out. Peace.
All right, so I wanted to talk about this real quick. So as we know about the situation with Trevor Buauer and the SA assault case that's been going on since last year. So recently, more information had came out about that, and I wanted to read an article that I've previously read earlier on ESPN on the app. So this article has been written by Alden Gonzalez on ESPN.com. He's a writer for them, and he wrote this about a couple of days ago. So it says right here that the former Los Angeles Dodger pitcher Trevor Buauer and the San Diego woman who first accused him of SA, triggering an investigation that led to an unpredicated suspension from Major League Baseball, have settled their civil lawsuit outside of court with no money exchanged between the two parties. The woman accused Buauer of sexual SAing her during two encounters in spring of 2021, prompting the former CY Young Award winner to be placed on administrative leave that July. The woman was later denied a permanent restraining order in Los Angeles Superior Court, and the district attorney office declined to file criminal charges against Buauer. But MLB, which has a authority to apply punishment outside the criminal justice system, and spoke to the other women who made similar accusations, handed Buauer a 324-game suspension in April 2022, twice longer than the previous high under its domestic violence policy. An incident arbitrarily shortened the suspension to 194 games in December and ruled that Buauer be reinstated, prompting the Dodgers to release Buauer, who is currently pitching in Japan. Buauer sued the woman for defamation in April of 2022, and the woman counter-sued for battery for 4 months later. The court proceedings had been scheduled to begin in February. Both sides had agreed to drop their respective cases. The woman, Lindsay Hill, will receive $300,000 in insurance policy proceeds that will be sent in a trust account to her lawyer's office, according to the email from Hill's lawyers that was provided by a representative with Buauer. So, quote, Trevor Buauer and Lindsay Hill have settled all outstanding litigation. Buauer attorney John Fettersworth and Sean Hawley wrote a statement on Monday. Both of their respective claims have been written with prejudice effective today. Mr. Buauer did not make and has never made any payments to Ms. Hill, including to resolve their litigation, with this matter now at rest. Mr. Buauer can focus completely on baseball, end quote. So then ESPN did not name the woman in the case in previous reportings, and generally do not identify individuals who say they have been SA, but her legal team identified her in comments on Monday. Sidebar for 1 minute before I continue on. ESPN and others likes to do this whenever a situation like that where an athlete is has been accused of something. The athlete's names get blasted all over social media, get shamed, dragged through the mud, while the female who's making the accusation always get protected, never came out, even if the person who making the claims did not do it, and then they never do a follow-up story saying that the person did not do it. And that's what makes people don't trust ESPN as these type of news comes out, because we know there's a bias going on and how PC and liberal they are. But I continue. One of Hill's attorneys, Brian Friedman, wrote the following in a statement. In April 2022, Trevor Buauer sued Lindsey Hill for defamation in what turned out to be an outstanding resolution for Lindsey. Neither Lindsey nor anyone on her behalf paid anything to Buauer, not a single dollar. Even better, Lindsey received $300,000 for her insurance company. Based on that payment, Lindsey agreed to settle the lawsuit. Now that the lawsuit is over, Lindsey looks forward to helping others. I bet. Buauer, 32, subsequently released a near 4-minute video on YouTube alleging that Hill's legal team approached him multiple times about financial settlement that his side consistently declined. Wrong mistake. Buauer said in a video that the defamation lawsuit allowed his legal team to uncover additional cell phone material that was deliberately and unlawfully concealed from his lawyers, most notably a video of the woman lying in bed next to him while I'm sleeping, smirking at the camera without a care in the world or any mark on her face on the morning after the alleged incident. Quote, I think it paints a pretty clear picture of what actually happened the evening of May 15th and why the video was originally concealed from us, Buauer added. So again, right here is showing that there was video evidence and text message evidence that she purposely tried to hide away from the judges and any people that could see this and might sway in his favor, that could clear his innocence. And she tried to delete messages that's gonna incriminate her, and she tried to conceal the video of her recording herself smirking while being with him in the bedroom during the day that she announced of the assault. So I just wanted to add that to perspective. Hill's initial declaration of the temporary restraining order included documentation that she was diagnosed at a San Diego area hospital with a acute head injury and assault by manual strangulation, along with other injuries from being choked unconsciously during what she described as consensual rough S that went too far. Kelly Valencia, the forensic nurse examiner who performed the SA response team exam on her later that night, testified during the initial hearing in August of 2021 and said that the bruising she documented outside the woman's vag area was unlike any she has seen in her 40 plus years of experience. She said, quote, it was frankly alarming, she said. Buauer referenced the cell phone video and previous deleted text message from Hill as critical information that allows him to clear his name. And he put, quote, over the last 2 years, I've been forced to defend my integrity and my reputation in a very public setting. But hopefully this is the last time I have to do so I prefer to just remain focused on doing my job, winning baseball games and entertaining fans around the world. Buauer said in the video, so today I'm happy to be moving on with my life. And that's the end of the article. So just want to give my quick thoughts on it real quick. So I wanted to talk about this issue because there's been an uptick in females doing this type of thing. Now, granted, I'm not saying Trevor Buauer is completely innocent in all this. He has some part to play because by the end of the day, he chose to deal with this woman, and he has some part to blame. But if, and I'm not saying she's lying, I'm not saying she's telling the truth either, but if she is lying, there needs to be some type of punishment measurement involved because essentially she ruined this man's life. At least a good 2 years of his career is gone because if this is a lie, and this is just one of the many men who've experienced stuff like this where their career gets tarnished and ruined, dragged through the mud over a lie that possibly didn't happen. And there's text messages of her in the detailed text message talking to her friends saying how they're talking about the man's net worth of being over 100, being worth $51 million, and a whole bunch of other things, saying how the friend is telling her to get the bag, how she's going to try to sink her teeth into him, try to finesse him, try to get whatever she could get out of him. And I'm pretty sure he was trying to cut it off with her, and she wanted to take her pound of flesh before that situation ended. So now we're in this situation right now where she's trying to rake him over the coal for any type of money that she get. Allegedly she's doing all this. We don't know for sure, but my guess is she's lying. This is my personal opinion. I don't care what anybody thinks. It's just the text message is alarming. The video evidence is alarming that she is not being 100% true. She even did an interview recently on The Blaze where they were grilling her, talking about the situation and asking her questions. I could tell by her face she looked really uncomfortable with answering certain questions because she didn't want to incriminate herself during the case and whatever. But I guess they settled it, so now they're going to try to move on with their life. Best of luck to Trevor Buauer. I hope he could bounce back from this and move on. I feel like it's not fair what happened to him, but he needs to tread more lightly when it comes to the woman that he's dealing with next time, so that way he don't deal with this situation again. But those are my thoughts on the situation. Let me know what your thoughts in the comment section. Do you agree that any female who lie on a man about SA deserve prison time or not? I think they do, but that's just my personal opinion. But again, let me know in the comment section down below. This is Elo Speaks out. Peace.